Good evening, guys. This is Vandana, your host, your friend in the journey of finding true love in a divine marriage. Now, some people are in common law, some are in boyfriend girlfriend relationship. Now, what I say is applicable to all relationships. It doesn't matter whether you are in a marital relationship or not, but if it is marriage like relationship, what I'm trying to say to you is going to apply. Human beings have always been in search of God. They call God, doesn't matter which religion, divinity, and true love. They want to find a soulmate. They're looking for a soulmate. Everyone. And then when they find someone and they think, oh, this person is everything for me, they make hasty decisions and they think they're in love. It's usually attraction. And then they get married. And when they start living together, they find each other's, I wouldn't say negative points, but things that they don't like about each other are also going to emerge. And that is when they start finding faults and they start saying, oh, I don't like this about my spouse or that about my spouse. And blame game begins. So, friends, here is where you start drifting away from each other. Now, most of you would want to keep that relationship alive forever, right? And especially some of you have kids together. So now it becomes even more important for you to stick around together. But look at the amount of single parents we have around us. And I'm not going to side up with men or women because I think both play a very important role. And it is crucial, it's critical for us to understand that it is both husband and wife who make up a marriage. It's not one person's job to make it successful, but one person, usually out of the two, is going to end up being the bigger person or the maturer person who's going to work towards making that relationship a successful relationship, a divine relationship where there is no third person. There is no other person who's ever going to interfere, enter in your life. And when you have a disagreement, you are able to see it. You are able to agree to disagree. Not for the sake of the kids, which is a great bonus, but for the sake of each other's love that you have in your heart. And if you know that that's true love for you, this man or this woman you married or you living with is your partner for good, then you're going to give it all you got. How do you do that? When you start putting your spouse before you, before your interest is the interest of your spouse. Before everything else, it is him or her that take precedence. You want to know how you can make life better for your partner. Now, what are the issues that come up? Oh, my husband didn't give me enough money. Probably he is somewhere outside spending his money or giving his money either to his family or to his girlfriend, or maybe he's flirting, or maybe he's doing something else, and doubt is creeping in. A very bad thing. And then for men, oh, my wife's not interested in sex. Oh, my wife's no more interested. She only wants money, or, she doesn't care about me. She doesn't respect me. Bringing it back down to love and respect. And then the crazy cycle you're on, and you're unable to actually see where did it start and where is it going to end. And both of you are waiting for the other person to take the first step. Who is going to stop this crazy cycle? Who is going to say, okay, enough is enough? We both are going to apologize for whatever has happened. Okay, if it is you, doesn't matter, you're the male or the female, you just say to your spouse, here's the thing, we are in this marriage together. Let's just sit down and start afresh. I'm sorry for what I've done, and I'd like you to understand that my only purpose was whatever it is, just work it out and clarify the air and restart. And I would like to say, do it sooner than later. And I would like to say, now. You know why? We don't know if we have tomorrow. And you don't want to pass away leaving your spouse feeling pain that you gave your spouse. Doesn't matter if it was a woman or male. A lot of the times you have a relationship outside. And you know what? Exclusivity, a lot of us take for granted. If we are not doing our level best for our spouse, they are going to find someone outside who is filling that gap. Think about it. If you are giving all you've got to the relationship and your partner is able to see that, there will be nothing that your partner is going to leave you for. Make yourself strong enough and indispensable for your spouse. Make your spouse feel special, loved, respected, and that person is all so important for you in life. There's nothing else that's going to take precedence over your spouse. And now there is no reason for your spouse to leave you and go elsewhere. But if that happens, if you feel that both of you do not have that kind of understanding, that you find there is someone outside who's filling that gap and you've moved on, my only request would be, don't let others come and tell your spouse about it. You be the first one. Have some guts, some courage to go and tell your spouse, look, I was missing out on this thing in our relationship. Unfortunately, we couldn't fix it. We're going to stay together for the sake of kids if that's what you decide on. But I've moved on with someone else who fulfills my other needs. Because sooner or later, your other spouse will find out. And guess what? At that time, three of you are going to be hurt. There's going to be a tug of war. I've seen people say, I want my husband back, I want my boyfriend back, or my girlfriend back, and you do all sorts of things. You know what? Even if you force someone to come back, remember one thing, and I learned this when I was a kid. If you love someone or something, set it free. If this person comes back to you, he or she is yours. If this person does not, he or she never was yours. So, something that was never yours, why do you want to worry about that? It will hurt you and it's not going to be easy. But this is a fact. If someone's moved on, they moved on. And once you have moved on, try and, for God's sake, be loyal to at least one partner, whoever you choose, and in one time be together with one partner. If you are one of those people who like to enjoy different flavors every day, remember, you won't find love. You might find sex, you might find money, you might find, there'll be different things that you might get from different people. But if you're in search of true love, then that's not where it's going to end. And most of us are in search of true love. And that is going to happen where divinity is there, where truth is there, where loyalty is there, where you are loyal to your own self, your partner, and the relationship. Doesn't matter what religion you belong to. Read your scriptures. What do they say? What should be your role in a relationship? How should you be behaving as a spouse, as a husband, as a wife? What are your duties and what are your rights? Most of us remember the rights. The only problem is we forget what our duties are. And same thing you're going to teach your kids. How are you going to be the better person? Each day evolve yourself. Each day learn something new. You can learn from anywhere, even your kids, even others, and never think you know it all. Doesn't matter. You might be a PhD doctor, you might know a lot in life, but that's still, every person has room for improvement. We're all learning each day. And as I've said before, I'll say it one more time, do not compete, do not compare. Make sure you're able to have compassion. You already committed, and make sure you're able to have that common goal of having a family together in peace, in harmony. All that you do for each other, all that you do for family should always be leading towards harmonious family life. Your kids, your spouse, your parents, his or her parents are important. And then make sure if money is somewhere coming into the picture. Now sometimes it is seen that women make more than men or vice versa. Do not let the person who's making more money, I'm requesting you, do not let money come in between your relationship. Just because you're making more doesn't mean your partner's anywhere less. And the partner who's making less, do not assume that your other partner is trying to show you down. Clarify the air. The moment you feel there is something wrong, your partner is not understanding you, or there is, maybe if you doubt your partner is going out seeing someone, try and find first of all what was missing in your relationship. And if ever you see that, women, you see that your husband's not loving you, find out from your husband, was I ever disrespectful towards you that I don't feel love coming in? Can you ask that question? Just be open. I feel unloved. Was I disrespectful? Did I do anything wrong? And men, please ask your wife, honey, or whatever you call her, ask her, I felt disrespected. Did I come across unloving to you in any way or manner? Now, before you sleep every night, make sure you clarify and you have a peaceful night. Forgive each other. Forget the past, move on with the future. Each night, you might have some issues that might have come up. Without giving it a big facade, try and clarify with each other. If you feel your partner wronged you in any way, form, or manner, talk to him or her. This is what I felt today. I don't know if you meant it like this. And many times you will notice that you are able to clear things out and you're able to move on with a much better understanding. The other thing is your love, your respect towards each other is most important. If someone says something to you, do not believe on hearsay. Always clarify, always talk to your partner, no matter what someone says. 100% believe and trust your partner. Do not let doubt ever creep in. Take it for granted. My partner is loyal. My partner is truthful. Don't look for things that might make him or her look in any way as disloyal or cheating on you and something. And if they are doing it and it comes up, because it will come, right? At that time, confront with some evidence, find out if you did anything wrong, and if you cannot forgive at that time. If that person comes and says that person's sorry, try and forgive that person and give that person a chance. But if that person's not able to realize the mistake, you have full right to move on. And like I said before, break up before you break down. That's it from my side today, guys. Have an awesome day ahead. And if you like what I say, do subscribe to the channel, like my post, like my channel, and feel free to share your views. Do comment, share your views, share my video, and I'd love to answer questions. Thank you very much. Have an awesome day ahead.